Hello guys, set to achieve. Welcome to another video. And I wanted to do this video to kind of say what I think. I know everybody has their own opinion, and everybody's free to their opinion, but from my observations, and this is time and time again that I've observed of what people are going through. I'm going to make this point, okay? And the point is that if you are planning to kind of like get a general degree, a history degree, or just something kind of like general, maybe communications, and you're going to college and you're getting loans for these like general degrees, I think it just might be a mistake. It just might be a mistake, especially if you're getting loans for these, okay? And I'm going to explain why, okay? So please, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and if you're new to the channel, subscribe, join the family, like the video, leave your comments, and yeah, let's get to it, guys. Okay. I know I have 3 teenagers, okay, and I know that society has trained us to go to school, get used to the whole assembly line, and go for 18 years, starting from preschool or kindergarten all the way to high school, and then go on to college, and get that degree, and then even get an advanced degree, maybe a master's or PhD, and that could apply, and that could be good for some people, but for the general population, I think the whole idea of packing up loans for the most part, for most college students that get a general like bachelor's degree, even in some cases, some with masters, and then pack up all these loans. For many, a huge percentage, they do not get jobs that match up with that degree. And for even a larger percentage, they have a really hard time paying back the loans that they accumulate by going to those schools. And I believe that insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, and hoping and praying for different results. More young people are finishing college and moving back in with their parents to live in the basement. More young people are finishing college, getting stuck with student loans up their neck. More young people are just stuck in a rat hole, or in a rat race, or in a trap that it might take a long time for them to come out of. Okay? Because what happens is they get all this like random degrees, and I strongly believe that unless you're specializing in like a high tech type degree, a specialty, maybe like a surgeon or something, like something higher, that requires that education, I think just taking a basic training program, certificate or something, might be a wiser choice. Because why is it possible that people are finishing college and ending up in a worse situation than those that never went at all? I mean, think about it. And many of them are having to just like grab onto just whatever job, because they've looked and looked and looked and couldn't find anything that matched up with their specialty or their degree. And they settle. At the end of the day, their credit goes bad because they can't pay up the loans, they're stressed out, and it's just a vicious cycle. So what is the solution? Because when there's a problem, when you propose a problem, which is an obvious problem for a lot of people, many people, there has to be some kind of solution. And what I mentioned earlier is, I think that more young people should look into like trainings or things like that, maybe vocational trainings, or more importantly, I think more importantly, and what is more paramount right now, is for us to start teaching our young people about business, how to run a business, how to start an LLC, because I think the whole programming of the college is already in them. You go to school, you go to college, but there's not enough teaching and re-educating about business, starting a business, learning how to get cash flow, financial education. There's none. Why? Because I strongly believe that the society benefits more from the 9-to-5 employee type thing, having our students, because think about the rich. They don't teach their kids to be employees. No, they train their kids to be business owners and investors, right? And they train the poor people's kids, the less fortunate, whatever, to be the ones that are employed in the companies that the rich people's kids own. So little Johnny or little Jennifer is trained to be a boss, to run multiple businesses, to be in charge, to be a CEO. That's the mentality that they're putting in their kids. How to be a CEO, how to delegate. Think about the mentality, because even the Bible says that you shall be transformed by the renewing of your mind, right? So it's all in the mind, right? So if the wealthy people are educating their kids to delegate, to have a CEO mindset, critical thinking, and all of those things, how to run multiple businesses, and the poor people, or the society program people are educating their kids. So, hey, listen, Tommy, you're gonna go to college and get your degree and get your job, secure a job, secure your job, okay? And forgetting that society has changed. Society has changed. Society as we knew it before has changed forever. Think about how they keep trying to increase the retirement age, right? Because what does the government, or society want? For the average employee to work until they die. Work until you die. They don't care about you. So since society does not care about you, and it's obvious they don't care about you or your children, why not start caring about yourself? I let my kids know, don't you ever depend on the 9-to-5. Don't depend on the 9-to-5. Even if you happen to have a job, don't put all your eggs in that basket. Have a side business, have a side hustle, have something on the side, just in case. Just in case. So we have, because society obviously doesn't care about you or your kids. They don't care if they live out of college, they're stuck with all these loans, their credit is bad, and they're starting off in the wrong foot. Okay? So we have to start reprogramming. Start teaching them about finances, about cash flow, about, rather than putting all your expenses, your car note depends on your job, your home, your mortgage, the food that you eat, daycare, everything that you live on depends on that job. That is way too much power for a job, a 9 to 5. That's putting way too much power, or giving your job or your boss way too much power. It's not good. It's not good. You know, so, you know, I believe that, you know, we that have awoken to what it really is have to teach and show our kids better. You know, that, hey, listen, if you're gonna go to college and get a general degree and get a loan and all of that, it's much better, much better if you it's much better if you just don't. Okay? Because think about it. If it doesn't work out, or they get a general degree, can't get a job, or, you know, have to like start working at a department store, and it's just like it all goes down, what happens? Who will they come running back to? You. Begging, and, you know, so it's just gonna be a hot mess. So while you can, you know, while there's still hope, let us train our kids to never depend on the man. Never depend on the man. Okay? Don't put all your eggs in that one basket. Pack up all these loans and you're trapped. You know? For years. Can never get ahead. You know? And now you're worse off than you ever were going to college. There's so many training programs now. For tech, for this, for that, you know. Why not sign up for a program or get a certificate or whatever? Then going and getting all these loans and hanging yourself. Some people are lucky to, you know, or blessed to get loan forgiveness, but very few. Very few. You know, I was watching the video the other day and I looked in the comments, and one of the viewers or the people that commented was saying that she works at a department store. She got like some high degree or whatever. She couldn't find a job. She looked and looked, searched and searched, could not find a job with that degree. And so she's having to work in a department store. She works hours, 12, 14 hours, and she's exhausted all the time. Mentally, she's drained, and, you know, she'll be asking herself, like, where did I go wrong? You know, where did I go wrong? You know, and it's so sad because that's where a majority of people are. You know, so you know, so you have to tell them that, hey, listen, it's either you go and if you're gonna go, make sure that you're getting a degree or getting specialized in something that you're sure and guaranteed that you're gonna get a job, if that's what you want to do. You know, but otherwise, if you're just getting something just like general, you know, just communications or just something really general, you know, you're gonna be out of luck. You know, it's gonna be, you know. So I think it's left to us as parents. You know, I'm a parent. I have 3 teenagers. You know, to kind of guide our kids. You know, you're not forcing anything on them, but you're giving them advice. You know, based on what you've seen. You know, because I guess it's better late than never, or whatever, right? So yeah, I just want to just put my thoughts out. You know, you can leave your comments. You know, but yeah, I think that the programming of society, you know, because think about it, when you get your W-2, think about it, you don't get all your money. You get your money after tax. You're after tax. You know, so you don't get your gross. You get, so what happens? That is income that is not going to you, it's going to taxes, the government. You know, so why wouldn't they prefer employees? You know, so they would prefer our kids slaving away as employees while their kids are owning businesses. You know, their kids are running things, and then they're training our kids to work for their kids. You know, so I think it's better that we know what's going on and act accordingly, so that we don't, you know, get into a bind, or a trap, or let our kids worse off, you know, or be worse off than they were even ever before they stepped out and, you know, got into the world, went into the world, you know, because it's so sad. A lot of people are, you know, in a trap, horrible trap. Yeah. Anyway, again, this is Set to Achieve. I just was letting my voice be heard. Please like, subscribe, leave your comments, and till next time, peace. I'm gonna keep it coming.